Matthew 6:12. And forgive us our debts as we also have forgiven our debtors. And that's straight out of the Lord's Prayer. Forgive has how many letters? Seven. Seven is God's perfect and whole number. Now, if you're harboring unforgiveness in your heart, right, then you may have like resentment. You may have a grudge. A grudge has how many letters? Six, which is incomplete and whole. So your heart is not whole because you're harboring these things in it, right, which are not of God. Jesus forgave those who were persecuting him on the cross. Luke 23:24 says, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. So if Jesus forgave those who were persecuting him, there we ain't got no excuse. No excuse, family. I'm telling you. Now listen at this, Matthew 6:14-15. For if you forgive others their trespasses, your heavenly Father will forgive your trespasses. But if you do not forgive others their trespasses, your heavenly Father will not forgive you your trespasses. So you got to forgive, right? So we can't be like, Lord, forgive me, but then we can't forgive we can't forgive others who have wronged against us. No, man, because we've done wrong too. Think about how many times we did wrong against the Lord. Okay. So just like we want him to forgive us, we gotta forgive others. Now, if we don't know what we're doing, now we need to make sure we seek comfort from God. Now the enemy can use unforgiveness as a doorway in. Like he can bring in other spirits, like for example, anger, right? So you got this long this anger that you've been holding up for years on end because you ain't forgiving this person, right? So the anger, gluttony, so you could be seeking comfort in food versus seeking comfort in God versus seeking resolution in God. You seeking comfort in food, which that ain't good. Okay, and then also like pride, addiction, because you gotta bury this resentment, you gotta bury this anger, you gotta bury this unforgiveness, right? So you got that too. But then also you gotta be careful because unforgiveness can be one of them things where okay, you didn't forgive somebody for something so long ago and it's just sitting there dormant or whatever, and then it's one of them sneaky sins. So we gotta make sure that we are forgiving those that have wronged us, and make sure that we seek God if we need assistance in how to do it, because sometimes it may be easier to say it than actually do it. But one thing for sure is we do got to make sure that we forgive, what I'm saying, especially as followers of Christ, because yeah, if Jesus can forgive those who are persecuting him, there ain't no reason why we can't forgive those who are doing something that's not even a fraction of that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, family, peace and blessings.